everyone, it's the Sensual Spiritualist, and today's topic is why are people drawn to you? So there are 4 piles. This will be pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email will be in the description box. If you chose pile 1, welcome to your reading. So your first card is clearing. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. It's ironic to me that this card is called clearing, but there's actually so much going on in the card. And I feel like that symbolizes that people are drawn to you because they know that you're interested in so many different things. You're interested in things that seem like they might be contradictory interests. Like, you see how on one side they're holding an axe and then on the other side they're holding a flower. It's like people are attracted to your duality. Like, in some situations you can be so compassionate and soft and gentle, but then in other situations you can also be really good at protecting yourself and caring about other people. It's like you're gentle, but you can also be really fierce. You might have an interest in one thing, and then you also have interest in something else that seems like it's like the first thing's opposite, and people find that fascinating. And people can tell that you have a really active mind and you just have a lot of varying interests, and they think that that is curious. So now we are gonna use an archetype deck and get more messages. I want to know, why are people drawn to pile 1? So you got the king, the vampire, the servant, and the prince. I also pulled the scribe and the Don Juan. So the first thing that I notice is people are drawn to you because they find you to be really charming and charismatic. They might initially be drawn to you because of the way that you dress, or they might notice that you're just wearing one. You might be dressed like relatively normally, but then you wear one specific thing that stands out. Like, it might be like you add a necklace that stands out, or you have like some kind of, you'll work in like some piece of accessories or clothes that is like a statement piece. Like, it might be your shoes, it might be your jewelry, just like one thing. You'll wear one thing that stands out, and that makes people drawn to you. Also, people feel like as time goes on, as they get to know you more, that they find happy surprises about you. Like, they'll find out that you have even another interest and another interest, and it's just like they can never fully get to know you because you are always evolving and adding something to yourself. So people constantly have to like stay updated on what you're doing, because you're definitely not the same person you were 5 years ago. You're always like adding new, creative, happy surprises to your life and what you're doing, and people are drawn to that. People also feel like you're really discerning about who you keep around you. They feel like you're good at seeing through people who don't have their best interest at heart. They feel like you are a genuine person. They might be drawn to you are attracted to you because they perceive you to be in some position of leadership. So you might be a leader in your life in some way, in your career sector. You might be a manager or a team lead, or have some type of leadership position, or you just have a general aura of being very self-directed, an independent thinker. People are drawn to you because you're willing to have different opinions than what are mainstream. People might admire you for your writing ability, or just your abilities to speak about what other people might not be willing to talk about or to say. But if you are a writer, people definitely admire your writing and they can tell that you are very practiced in your writing. They really respect your skills that you've built up over time. And yeah, again, people just find you to be extremely charming. Like, people find you to be physically attractive, and or they really like the way you dress. Something stands out about the way you dress, especially like when you're going out to celebrate something, and it might just be like one thing that you wear that stands out to them, that's like different than what people would expect you to wear. People find it easy to picture themselves being with you. Like, people like to project their romantic fantasies onto you, and so people are drawn to you because they project their romantic fantasies onto you, where they visualize themselves like basically like in a romantic movie with you or a romantic scene. It's easy for people to picture themselves being with you. And also, people are really drawn to you because they see that you are generous. And even when you may not have a lot of money, they see that you are generous and you take care of the people that are around you. Let's pull one more card from this deck. See if we can pull any more information for why are people drawn to pile 1. And you also got acceptance. Radical acceptance in the now opens to the flow. People feel like you are drawn to you because they feel like you're a balanced and fair person. They feel like you'll be willing to hear them out, even if they are coming from a place where they have a difference in opinion from you. Like, you'll be at least willing to hear them out. And again, they can tell that you're just very multi-layered and multifaceted, and definitely just very balanced. People are also drawn to you because they might see that animals like you. They might see that you like to spend time outdoors or in nature, and people are drawn to you because of that. Okay, so lastly, we're gonna pull a few tarot cards to get any last messages for why are people drawn to pile 1. 6 of Swords, Queen of Cups, the Hermit, and Page of Cups reversed. People are drawn to you for your creativity, and there's something about you physically. Again, there's something about you physically that stands out. Like, it might be the way you dress or the way you do your hair. Something about you is like different from the average looking person, or that something about your physical appearance breaks the norm or what is expected, and people are drawn to you for that. People also find you to be really wise, so people are drawn to your wisdom, and people are really drawn to the wisdom that you share. Like, people enjoy hearing your insights. People are drawn to you for your willingness to walk away or to move on. People are drawn to you because you don't seem stuck or overly attached to any one person or scenario, and people are attracted to your willingness to move on, to change, to transition to something new. People are attracted to that. And I also feel like people are drawn to you because of your unwillingness to have an unpopular opinion. Even when you notice that your opinion might differ from whatever is the more widely accepted opinion, you're still willing to hold on to your true beliefs, and people are drawn to that. So that's all I have for you, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed that reading, and I will see you in the next video. If you chose pile 2, welcome to your reading. So your first card is letting go. Everything is indeed out of control, and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. People are drawn to your ability to change, your willingness to change and transition, your willingness to release people, places, and things that you know are no longer in your best interest. I feel like people are not just drawn to this, they're like impressed by your ability to let go of whatever is no longer in your best interest. And the people that you have let go of notice this about you, and it makes them more drawn to you. People are also drawn to you because they can see that you're a very strong person, like physically, you can see that you're a very strong person. People are drawn to your lack of fear. Like in this picture, he has a snake around his neck, but he's just peaceful and calm. People are definitely attracted to your bravery and your strength. Your strong mind and your physical body as well. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull some archetype cards so we can get more details. Why are people drawn to pile 2? What you got? Gossip. Awakens consideration for the feelings of others. Honoring trust. Judge. Balancing justice and compassion. Managing the fair distribution of power. You got hero. Passion for a journey of personal empowerment. And destroyer, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. So exactly, the destroyer card is really reiterating what I already said about people really notice and are drawn to your willingness to let them go, your willingness to change, and your willingness to completely start over from scratch if you need to, and the bravery that you have and your willingness to change and transform yourself. People are also drawn to you because they know that they can talk to you. Like if they tell you something in confidence, they trust that you're not going to repeat it back to anyone. They trust that you can keep their secrets. People are drawn to you because they see you as like a very fair person. They see that you are a really strong person that doesn't abuse their power. Like they see how powerful you are, and they're drawn to you because they feel like even though you're a powerful person, you're not going to use your power to abuse them. So you use your physical and mental strength to help people, and people are really drawn to that. People are drawn to you because they feel like you're a safe place and you're a safe person to be around and to talk to. People are drawn to you because you're always striving for better, and you're consistently working to become the best version of yourself, and you do that through transformation. And people are drawn to you because they can see the progress that you've made, especially people who have known you for a long time and they've gotten to witness your progress. They see that you started from a lower position, and throughout the years they've been seeing you climb to increasingly higher positions through your willingness to change and transform yourself. And people are really drawn to that. If there's been points in time in your life where you knew that what you were doing was completely not working, you had such a willingness to change yourself for the better in order to improve your circumstances. And there probably has been times, like within the past 10 years, when you have seen that something is not working for you, and then you started to show up as a completely better version of yourself. And your willingness to change is something that people really notice and are very drawn to. So now I'm gonna pull one more card from this deck to see more of why are people drawn to pile 2. Loss. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. Yeah, so people can see that you have been through a lot. Like, you've had to overcome a lot, and you've had to change a lot over the years because you've like been through a lot of stuff, and people have like witnessed your transformations, and they're like drawn to you and curious about you because they're like, how are they able to do this? And not only did you make all these changes, like you've let your adversity make you a better person than you were before. So people are kind of just in awe of like your progress that you've made. And people are drawn to you because they feel like they can come, because they know you've been through a lot, they can come to you and they can tell you about what they've been through, and they know that it's a safe space for them because you're someone who can support them from experience, because you also have a lot of experience with surviving loss, having to start at ground zero and slowly build yourself back up, you know, being heartbroken, experiencing different kinds of loss, or having to deal with death, and still coming out a stronger person for it. People really admire that about you. I'm curious, so I'm going to pull a few more cards. I'll pull 2 more cards from the archetype deck. Why are people drawn to pile 2? People are drawn to you because you don't show everyone everything. Like, you might be kind of more of a private person. People are drawn to you because they sense that you spend a lot of time alone. They sense that you spend a lot of time in reflection, and they sense that there's a lot to you that they can't see on the surface. So someone would really have to know you for years to like really have a better idea of like who you are as a person, and like all this different adversity that you had to overcome to be who you are today. There's those people, and then there's people who may have only known you for like a few years, and they find you to be very mysterious. So they're drawn to you because they feel like you're a mystery, and they want to find out more about you because you don't necessarily volunteer a lot of private information about yourself. So it makes people drawn in to try to learn more about you. So lastly, we're just gonna take a few tarot cards to get any last messages. Why are people drawn to pile 2? Why are people drawn? People are drawn to you because they see that you're a helper. They see that you're someone who enjoys helping people or likes helping people. People are drawn to you because they sense that you have survived and overcome a lot of like internal struggles or internal battles. People are drawn to you because you aren't afraid to be alone. People are drawn to you because you aren't afraid to be alone, and it's not something they necessarily relate to because they might be really afraid to be alone, but you're a person who's like really not afraid to be alone, so it makes them curious about you. But also because you don't volunteer a lot of personal information about yourself, people have like all these different ideas about who you are, like what you do in your free time. You know, there's like all these different versions of you that exist in the world because that people's imaginations create about you because they can't really quite see you clearly. So people are drawn to you because they can't see you clearly, and it's like they want to because they are curious about you or because they're nosy. But yeah, they're drawn to you because they can't see you clearly, but they want to be able to see you clearly. People are drawn to you because they want to uncover your secrets. They might feel like you're a secretive person. They might feel like there's a lot you're not telling them, and they just want to know more about you because they feel like there's a lot beneath the surface of who you are. So that's all I have for you, pile 2. If you want a personal reading, my email is in the description box, and I'll see you in the next video. If you chose pile 3, welcome to your reading. So your first card is Inner Power. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. So right off the bat, people are drawn to you because they feel like you're a very strong and fierce person. You're very willing to vocalize what you need to say. People are drawn to the fact that you're willing to stand up for yourself. People are drawn to your passion, since that you're a very passionate person. People are drawn to your outspokenness. People might also be drawn to you for your tattoos if you have tattoos, like your tattoos. And I feel like people just find something to be like artistic about you, and people are also drawn to that. So For those who chose pile 3, why are people drawn to pile 3? Pile 3. So people find you to be a very warm person, pile 3. People also find you to be extremely brave and willing to trust yourself, and people are drawn to your bravery and willingness to trust yourself. Also, you might be really good at like games or like card playing games or like poker or board games or something like that. People find you to be someone just with like really good energy. Like, people are drawn to you because after they interact with you, they leave feeling better than they did before. People get a really good vibe off of you, and they just sense that you're a very sincere and warm person. People are drawn to you because you have a very bright aura. People are drawn to you because children like you, or you might work with children, or like you're a really good parent or something like that. You're really good with children, or like children feel safe around you because they sense like a sincerity in you. People are drawn to your sincerity for sure. You also have a childlike nature about you that people are drawn to, and people find it to be energizing. People are drawn to you because they can learn from you. They feel like you are a safe person to come to for advice. People are drawn to you for your insights that you share with them. People are drawn to you because they really see you as like a safe space. People are drawn to you because you can see both sides of an argument. So it makes it easier for people to talk to you because basically whatever they say, like, you're gonna be able to hear them out. You're willing to listen and have patience when people are communicating with you. Even if you don't immediately agree with them, you might still be able to understand like how they came to that perspective. You understand why people feel the way they feel, even if you don't agree with them. People are drawn to you because you're good at resolving conflicts or like de-escalating tense situations. You know how to mediate situations in a way where everyone can walk away feeling like they got something from the discussion or from the negotiation. And people are drawn to you because they feel like you're not afraid of people. Like you're not afraid of people. I'm gonna pull a few more cards. Why are people drawn to pile 3? People are drawn to you because you're able to use your power in responsible ways. Like, they see that you're someone who has opportunities to take advantage of people who might be weaker than you, but you choose to use your power and your strength for constructive ways that end up helping other people. People are drawn to you for the way that they see you treat vulnerable people that are around you. So now I'm gonna pull one more card from this deck. Why are people drawn to pile 3? You got gratitude. Fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. People are drawn to you for your generosity. People are drawn to you for your willingness to share and to give back. People just find you to be like people are drawn to you because they feel like you're a really colorful and fun person to be around. People are drawn to you because they see that exciting things happen around you. Now I'm going to use a few tarot cards. People are drawn to you because they can tell that you have overcome a lot and you use your experience to help other people. People are drawn to you because they know that you're a really strong person, and people can see that you have a strong inner child, that you're playful, that you like to have fun. People are drawn to you for your lightheartedness. People also like that you are willing to be a beginner at things, that you're willing to start over and be a beginner. People are drawn to you because you come across as a protector. So that is what I see for you, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you want a personal reading, my email will be in the description box, and I'll see you in the next video. If you chose pile 4, welcome to your reading. Your first card is Extraordinary. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. So right off the bat, people are drawn to you because you stand out. You stand out in a crowd. People are drawn to you because of the way you look physically. There's something about you physically that maybe looks different than the average person around you. People are drawn to you for your beauty. People are drawn to you for your uniqueness. People are drawn to you for the way that you put yourself together. People are drawn to you because of how you dress. You dress nicely. People are drawn to you because they like your face. You have a pretty face. Okay, so already picking up a lot of stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to use my archetype deck. Why are people drawn to pile 4? Why are people drawn to pile 4? People find you to be really attractive, pile 4, for sure. You've got the Destroyer, Gossip, Mystic, and Student. People are drawn to you because they may have like heard things about you from other people, or like they've heard about you before, or like people are talking about you. So people are drawn to you because they hear other people talking about you. They hear other people mentioning your name. I feel like a lot of people have all different opinions about you, but it's really just because like you stand out so much that you inspire people to talk about you. People are drawn to you because they see that there's something mystical about you. You have like a magical energy that people can pick up on, and they're fascinated by it and they want to be able to understand it better. Also, people think that you look really good in the color purple or like dark blues. There's like a lot of blues and greens in these cards. People are drawn to you because they know that you're smart, or they can sense that you're smart. You may be well-read or academic, or you may really enjoy reading. You may really enjoy learning new things, and people are drawn to you because they see you interested in learning a lot of different things. And you also got the Destroyer card, and this card does come out in almost every pile. But yeah, your willingness, people are drawn to your willingness to change, and people who have known you for a while see you changing. Like, people are witnessing the changes right in front of them. So they are definitely drawn to you because they see you like evolving as a person right before their eyes, and they think that that is fascinating. I'm gonna pull 2 more cards for pile 4. People feel like you go out of your way to like do nice things for other people, and people are drawn to you because they just feel like you have a lot to offer. People are drawn to you because there's like a sense of freedom in your decision making and a sense of bravery in your decision making, and you make decisions that other people would be too afraid to make, but at the same time it like still ends up working out for you most of the time. So people are impressed by your willingness to just trust yourself, and they see that you just trusting yourself and following your instincts largely works out for you, and they're drawn to you because they want to understand how that can work. So now I'm going to pull 1 more card from this deck. Why are people drawn to pile 4? You got right now, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. Basically, if people have not talked to you like very recently, they don't know who you are because you make so many radical changes in yourself, like, and so many updates to yourself. Like, in order to really understand who you are, people have to really try to keep up with you and be current because you've changed so much. And there's people who've known you for a long time who've seen like all the different iterations of who you are. And the people who have known you for a long time but they haven't spoken to you recently, it's like they really don't know you because you are changing all the time. And people are drawn to you because people are attracted to change and difference. And they sense that you are someone who is brave enough to embrace change. And they sense that you're someone who's always changing. So lastly, I'm going to pull some tarot cards for pile 4. Why are people drawn to pile 4? 10 of Wands, 6 of Cups, reverse, 10 of Cups, High Priestess. People are drawn to you because they know that you're a really intuitive person. You come across as like magical or mystical in some way. And again, you see more purple. So like people really feel like you look good in the color purple. People feel like you are extremely intuitive and maybe even psychic. People are drawn to you because you have a sensitivity to you that people appreciate. People sense that you're a caring person and like a sweet person. People who have known you for a long time are drawn to you because they know that you have been through a lot and you've had a lot that you've had to carry, because they know that you really struggled with some things in your past. But people see you now and they're like, how did you turn the 10 of Wands into the 10 of Cups? And they want to know how. It's like you flipped your life. People feel like there must be something magical about you because the transformations that you've been able to make on yourself have been so extraordinary that they feel like you must be using some kind of magic, or like there must be something mystical about you, or they know that you must be very in tune spiritually in order to have made these like dramatic life changes. And you have like a really, really strong, sharp sense of intuition. People are drawn to you because you're a dreamy person, you're an intuitive person. People are drawn to you because some people know that you're psychic, or they just know there's something mystical about you or something magical about you. I almost want to keep pulling cards because this pile is really interesting. But I hope you enjoyed your reading, pile 4. If you want a personal reading, my email will be in the description box, and I'll see you in the next video.